Hey everyone, we're back with another weather update. We have another storm on the way. Where are we going to see most of the snow and who's going to see more of the rain? We'll have more on that right after this. And welcome back. I'm meteorologist Michael Priante, and I'm joined with not Mike Mahalik, but Brad Miller. Brad, how are you?
Making a return here.
Yeah, he's making
been
a return.
busy with a lot of certified snowfall total reports recently. New England's been getting a lot of snow.
That's true, and if you're interested in certified snowfall totals, make sure you click the top right corner of the screen. I'll get you to a video explaining really what certified snowfall totals are. But for this video, we're going to be talking about potential winter storm this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be more of a question of who sees rain, who sees snow. Although some areas could see a lot of snow, though, Mike, and we're going to be kind of focusing on that here in our forecast.
Of course, and it is January 21st on this Tuesday, and so we'll take a look at some of the models and see what they're showing. As always, we're starting with the American model, the GFS, and this is going to be, this looks like it comes through right around the afternoon or even the evening, Friday into Saturday morning. Notice the low track goes right up into the Delmarva, kind of right over Philadelphia. So right off the bat, not a great storm track if you're looking for anything other than rain in the I-95, more snow in the interior, and then it kind of just lingers for a while. This is about Sunday in the morning, and then it goes in by Sunday evening. It's still kind of having wraparound snow showers in New England, so it's a long-lived storm, but it looks like more rain for the I-95 this time
this
around.
track isn't all that great for the snow lovers if you live in the big cities. It's basically going to go right up I-95, and the best track if you do want snow here in the Northeast, especially along the I-95 corridor, is a track just offshore, but you can see here the low is, like Mike said, going right through Philly, right into New York City, and basically right up into Boston. So again, that's going to put the coldest air on the northwest side of the storm, which means that most areas back into the interior, Poconos, maybe into the Hudson Valley, Catskills, parts of New England. That's going to be the best shot, maybe seeing some decent snow out of this.
Right, and then we'll show you the second model, the Canadian, which is kind of similar to the GFS in terms of the track. I think the only difference is it is a little bit slower.
Yeah.
It has stuff getting New Jersey by like Saturday morning. I think the GFS is just a hair faster. But either way, the same idea. It has a low track over DC, Philadelphia, right over New York City.
Usually the Canadian's a little bit colder. It's usually the trend on the Canadian model.
Right.
It usually trends colder than a lot of the other models. And this one, in this case, looks like it's almost like you said, Mike, the same track as the GFS.
Right, and it looks like it still lingers, and snow showers linger into Sunday evening, and then even into Monday, maybe some wraparound. It'll be a bit breezy though on the backside of this. That's a guarantee with this storm. But yeah, that's what we're looking at with this model. And the last but not least, we have the almighty European model, the king of weather models, as they say in the.
Well, it's been slacking a little bit this year.
Yeah, it has.
It's still the king, but it slipped a few times this past winter.
Yeah.
It hasn't been as accurate as it has been in previous years.
That's for sure. So we'll take a look at it and see what it's looking at. And so this is about, let's go forward here. This is Saturday morning. So it looks like most models are kind of in line with the timing. Sometime, looks like Saturday.
Friday night, early Saturday.
Friday night, early Saturday for much of the Delmarva, southern Jersey. But notice it's still fairly warm for even areas along the I-95, Philadelphia, New York City. I mean, it really doesn't get until maybe, Sunday morning for those northwest corners, New Jersey, PA, Massachusetts.
That's probably more
snow.
Ending as snow than anything.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see how the European does keep it a little colder than all the other models. It has snow all the way. Boston's more rain than snow, but it does have that rain snow line a bit further south with this. But it does taper by Sunday evening. Still has the wraparound snow showers. Maybe a nice little chunk of snow in Boston on south with this. But either way, it looks like it is a bit colder. But the track about the same, Brad.
Yeah, it's just a tough storm. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. As we always say, there's a lot of moving parts. It's only Tuesday, but again, the main focus here is that there's not a lot of cold air in place, and at the same time, the storm really isn't developing or wrapping up all that fast. And you don't need the cold air in place to really get a good snowstorm, but the storm itself has to really ramp up or deepen quickly to get that dynamic cooling going, which in this case really doesn't look like it's going to happen either. So it's going to be mainly the interior locations of the Northeast that do see some snow. But some areas could get a good healthy 6 to 12 inches out of this, but it's not, again, it's going to be away from the Northeast or at least northwest of the I-95 corridor, I think.
Right, and so we'll take a look now at what the projected snowfall totals are for these models. Again, this is model data, not a forecast. So this is definitely going to change, and it's not 100% a guarantee, but it does give you an idea of where the rain and snow is going to be. The GFS, most of the snow is PA, New York, upstate New York, and western Massachusetts, New Hampshire. A lot of these amounts may be a little bit overdone, but anywhere you see that pink color, that's 6+. And I mean, if it ends up being mostly snow, I mean, it is possibility some places see a little over a half a foot. Right, Brad?
Yeah, there's enough moisture there for it. Again, but you can see on each of these models, though, it's the same kind of idea where you notice the coast, no snow, but again, you go inland. I mean, look at New Jersey Shore, Long Island, Southeast New England, nothing. But again, but you see on all the model data, though, here, showing the same thing. So again, it doesn't mean that we can't get snow on the I-95 corridor. It could change. Again, it's only Tuesday. It could get colder. Could end up trending the other way too. But again, this is just what we're looking at the moment. It's looking like it's going to be more of an interior issue.
Yeah.
But again, we have 4 days still to look at data and look at guidance as it comes in, and we'll make some changes if we have to.
Right, and this is the Canadian, as Brad mentioned. Most of these models are about the same. A little warmer on the Canadian, but still, most of the interior snow is there. And of course, last but not least, the colder European. It's not that much colder for the I-95 still, really no snow.
Close, yeah.
But it's a little close. I mean, North Jersey has, decent amount here, and it does have snow for Boston. That's probably more wraparound snow than actual front-end snow. And so, but either way, a decent chunk of snow for the interior, and, just some takeaways here that we have. It looks like, we will have a storm system this Saturday, Sunday. We have the track kind of in place. It still could wobble a little bit, mainly rain across the I-95, maybe mixes with some snow, but we're not looking at a really big heavy snow event for the major cities, New York City, Philadelphia. More of that is going to be situated in the interior, Albany, Northeast PA, Western Massachusetts, New Hampshire. Those areas have a possibility of seeing some plowable amounts, maybe even some 6+ amounts, but of course the details will, of course, be still fine-tuned over the next couple of days.
If you like snow like we all do here at WeatherWorks, you want that track to be a little bit further south and east, maybe closer to the Atlantic and out over the water itself than right over the big cities and going up I-95. So we'll kind of watch and see what happens here.
Of course, but that brings us to the end of this video, Brad. And that's all we really have with this weather update. We'll have another update on Thursday. Hopefully more information will be around then. But as always, we are WeatherWorks, your weather experts. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel. If you like this video, leave a comment. Tell us how we're doing. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Also, again, here on YouTube. And if you want to know us professionally, what we do here at the office, make sure you check us out at weatherworksinc.com.